I'm in a cranky mood
This
because...
is my side.
Oh my god. I'm in a cranky mood because I lost all the footage for a video that was really cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell this story. This WSOP Paradise, I was working with WSOP, so I was busy as a bee all day, grind, while Corey's playing at the tables. I'm out here shooting B-roll of the guy. I mean, I'm having a good time. He's having such a good time right now, too.
It's such a great time. It's really enjoyable. I'm just having so much fun.
Then, one night, I text Corey, I'm like, hey, do you want to come and meet up with me? Like, I'm playing 2-5, I would love to take your money.
I walked down to the cash room, but the table was full. There was literally no seat.
No seat. Justin Carey, his best friend, was at the table, too. And so we were like, Corey, like, you gotta play this game. POV, you're Corey.
I'll be Abby. I'll be sitting at the table. Oh my gosh, I'm wheeling out. Let me in!
And no one would give up their seat because the game was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great game, and I was pissed.
Like you are right now.
Yeah, naturally. I literally turn to my left, and there's a tournament running. Legit, the table right next to them was an $1,100 tournament.
And it's so funny because he looks at me. I can tell he's like annoyed that he doesn't have a seat. He looks at me, and I go, don't, Corey.
I go register the 1,100 tournament.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Now, mind you, it is our last night in the Bahamas, and I made a declaration, if you will, that at the end of the year, I would put my entire net worth on one spin of roulette. I happened to win the biggest tournament of my entire life, like a week prior, and won over $11,000. So now I got this influx of cash that I now have to put on a singular spin of roulette in less than 2 weeks.
Stupid!
So I figured it would be smarter to go play a poker tournament and then just max fire it, try to spin it to 100K. Worst case scenario, oopsie daisy, I have no money, I can't spin. That was like my thought process.
By the way, me and Justin Carey, drunk as hell. Okay, it's the last night at the Bahamas. We are cooked.
They were having a great time. I was not, because after 20 minutes, I go all in and ship my entire stack to this 74-year-old guy wearing a plaid shirt.
No, he was wearing a Tommy Bahama shirt.
Yes, like I thought he was bluffing.
It wasn't even plaid. It was literally one of those.
It was like the flower
vacation
Hawaiian.
dad. Yeah.
Yes, I thought he was full of it. He'd tripped.
So stupid. Yeah, no problem. Easy game.
After 20 minutes, I was on my third bullet. I'm literally into this thing for $3,300.
You know who else was having a great time? The prize pool.
So annoying.
Oh my god, I remember something. His phone dies. So he literally texts me mid 2-5 game. He's like, can I have your phone? I'm like, what? He goes, I need it for the next couple hours. I go, what do you mean? He texts me, I'm not kidding, you have to pull these texts up too. He texts me and not joking, he goes, I'm gonna win this tournament. And I look at him and I go, I come over to give him my phone because I'm literally the best ever. And I have 4% battery. So he can't even have my phone.
Her phone dies after one hand. I met a guy at the Bahamas that same week. He happened to be at the table too, and I was like, bro, you got games on your phone? I asked a random guy for his phone for 2 hours.
And he said yes. That's
Thank
Corey
you,
Eyring
Jake.
privileges for real.
Thank you, Jake. This is the hand that changed the entire tournament. With 12 players left, I picked up pocket kings. I put in a raise. Abby is drunk off her ass, waddling back to her poker table. The big blind calls, and we go off to a flop. The flop is King Jack 9. I flop top set. We are so deep in the tournament where every single chip matters. The big blind thinks about his options and decides to continue, which is great news for us. We lose to Queen 10, but we beat so many hands that we cannot be afraid of monsters under the bed. It's time for us to put more money in the middle. The big blind thinks for a while, and I'm really praying that he makes the call. He does, and we go off to see one last card, which pairs the board. We make a full house. The big blind checks a third time. I go all in. He snap calls. He had queen 10. He flopped a straight and I rivered a boat. I get a full double up and become the chip leader of the entire tournament. There's $17,000 for first and I have all the chips. Oh my God. There's 10 left. I'm chip leading for $17,000 for first. Oh my God.
We thought he was cooked. Turns out,
I happened to chef. I was the cook. My final night in the Bahamas, I make the World Series of Poker final table with $17,000 up top. And I'm chip leading. My excitement is unmatched. I live for moments like this. I've never had a better chance to close a tournament out, and this might just be the day. I use my stack to be aggressive and force people into uncomfortable spots. The big blind wakes up with a hand, and she moves all in. The original raiser folds, and I snap call with pocket 10s. She has pocket 9s. If we can hold, we knock another player out and secure a pay jump. Jake, my new friend who gave me his phone, says 9 on the flop. Little rat. We knock another person out, securing a pay jump and getting one step closer to glory. There's so much anxiety at the table, and I can sense it. No one wants to bust because the difference from 8th to 1st is $15,000. Every single spot is literally worth thousands of dollars, so people can't afford to take the risk. I sense fear, so when this guy opens in late position, I go for it. It doesn't matter what I have. It's about what this guy thinks will happen if he loses. I risk 55,000 chips, banking on the hope that no one will want to play for stacks. The two people to my left fold, and action's back on the original raiser. He's not willing to gamble, so he folds, and we pick up another sizable pot. I'm playing like a fucking dog. I want it. I'm not afraid to put the chips in the middle, and I'm gonna put people to the test. 5 minutes later, we get it all in against another short stack, and we find the win again. We knock another player out and secure another pay jump. It's like clockwork. I get it all in and knock another player out. 6 remain. The guy in the white shirt at the end of the table, this is Jake's best friend. His name is Dan, and he's a very good player. I get it all in against him, and if I win this one, I knock my 4th player out consecutively and will be down to 5. Unfortunately, I cannot find it, and Dan stays alive. He's very happy about it. You can see me getting up to take B-roll of the board. All of the footage on this camera is lost. I have no clue where the SD card is. Forget finding the SD card. We need to find a king or a 10, because we are behind in an all-in pot. This is for a sizable amount of chips, but no problem. We flop a king, and our opponent can't improve. So we knock out another player. We're down to 5. Let's go! Then we go head-to-head for stacks against Dan. He jams all in, and I snap call with ace-king. He has pocket 3s. It's a classic race. Oh my God! Sorry, you don't win this one. Come on. The hard way. We can't improve. We lose another critical pot. That would have secured us another $2,000, but instead we let the best player at the table right back into the game. Then Dan gets another all-in for half the chips at the table, but Tommy Bahama holds. So now the chip leader is to my left, and I'm at risk. If I get it all in against Tommy Bahama, I could get knocked out at any moment. I then get it all in again versus Dan. If we win this pot, Dan will come in 5th place.
Oh. He's trying to get rid of me. What's he doing? What's he doing? Go with King 7. the king's everywhere. Oh, no. Please, please. Slowly.
God damn. I'm starting to worry that I might actually get eliminated way before I'd like to. Every single hand can determine tens of thousands of dollars. Once again, I'm driving the action, and this time I'm up against the bald man in the collared shirt. If I lose this one, I'm gonna be devastated. We'll let another person back into the game, and we'll be a lot closer to the chopping block.
2 hours later, I want to say, we turn over and Corey's Final Four. And we're like,
Mind you,
not only is he Final Four,
I'm chip leader.
he's chip leader.
And there's $17,000 for first place.
Unbelievable.
Disgusting.
However, one little problem. Tommy Bahamas still in, okay? They're down to Final Three. And at this point, Corey's got like seriously all of the chips, and one of the players is very, very short. So it's Corey, Tommy Bahama, and very, 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 very short player, right? Soon enough,
I get heads up. I've already locked up my biggest cash ever, because second place is just under 14,000.
Yes.
First place is 17,000. So
Right.
we're basically playing heads up for $4,000.
Crazy.
The guy asked to chop, by the way.
Did he?
The guy literally said, "Do you want to chop?" I looked at him dead in the soul and said, "No."
Yeah, that was a decision.
I didn't get this far to split the money. I'm selfish. I want every penny.
POV, you're me and Justin Carey, and you're Corey's camera.
If I win this heads up battle, I will literally double my net worth in a single tournament. You need to be confident. You need to think you're the best player in the world, and I'm always going to bet on myself, but to be quite honest with you, I was scared. I haven't studied a lot of heads up, and the strategy is so much different. So, as much as I want to be a shark, I felt out of water, and my inexperience was showing. I was losing pot after pot after pot. I wasn't picking up good hands, but I didn't feel comfortable, and that's a problem when you have this much money on the line. Everything culminated to a single hand. He has a 2-1 chip lead by this point, and that's when it happened.
Come on.
Flip for everything, come on. Big flip. Ace or jack, come on. Come on. Oh my god. I literally need a spade or a queen
That's
in order
it.
to win this pot.
Yeah.
My entire tournament life comes down to one card. And the river is not it. So
It's like the 7 of hearts or something.
It's just
That's the
not.
dustiest 7 I've ever seen in my damn life. I
I'm
was
looking
like,
at
my
Dusty
god.
7.
Wow. Wow. Bro fumbled 4K and he's about to fumble his fucking net worth on a hospital bill. That's crazy work.
It sucks that I lost, but to be honest, I'm shocked at how this guy responded to the win.
With respect, no one is cheering at the expense of anybody else.
Yeah, you're just rooting for me.
You know who was cheering at the expense of someone else though? Tommy Bahama.
This guy was, as soon as the river peeled, he literally went, bye-bye, adios. I was like, what the actual...
No, because that is exactly what happened.
Bye, baby, bye.
I'm not about
Bye.
that.
Tommy, nada, you are good.
I
good
said. I wanted to crash out. I was ready to catch a case. I was ready to go and sleep in a Bohemian jail. I was ready to throw hands.
Of course.
I played it so diplomatic. This guy was a piece of shit.
This is my reaction of Corey getting his payslip. Hang on, you're me sweating, right? This is Corey getting his payslip from the dealer. You're the dealer, okay? Thanks. You literally hit the Minecraft walk and has the audacity to say that he played it diplomatic. Diplomatic.
I played it very diplomatic.
You are good.
I
good
said.
bet.
I'm just kidding. He was a nice guy. He was a very fun person to have at the table. Very happy that he won, in all seriousness.
That was the story of how Corey snuck his way into 13 grand in the Bahamas. No.